Hello Virgo. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. So the deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. And some of you may have been in a relationship. So I'm just going to bring these out according to the sequence. Okay, no. Some of you might have been in a relationship, could be a situationship, could be simply that you have exchanged glances and you know there's something there, but no one's speaking up. There's something special. So for those of you who are new, I have a different way of reading. It's not very different, but it's just something that doesn't really make much of a difference. It is the fact that I actually don't read through or with the help of spirit guides. I do have the ability of getting the answers I need through my higher intuitive self. I never have ever used spirit guides. At the end of this reading, I do, however, channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel to provide you with some clarity and some guidance regarding your situation. You do have maybe just about 1 or 2 cards. Not bad. I haven't seen this in a while. It's not bad. Your person of interest is going through a little bit of spiraling downhill a little bit, but it's not as bad as some of the other readings I've seen right now. It's ridiculous. Some of the other ones are really, really bad. Your person of interest is trying to stay strong. And for some of you, because of the intensity of these cards, order, as well as endless wellness, some of you might be also feeling this feeling as well. We have here creativity followed by cycles. Then we have illness, wellness, opening, order, surrender, power, nourishment, inspiration under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. This is a general love reading, not going to resonate for everybody. My dear Virgo, I do feel in this connection that there is a sense of creativity. I want to create something. I want to create something that'll be long-lasting for the world to see. And this is creating a web of love. You and I. But how strong will it be? Will it stand the test of time? I'm obsessing over you. I do think about you a lot. And I do think about and I obsess over creating something with you, wanting to be someone with you. I think about this a lot. It goes around and round in my mind in a cycle. Also, there are certain things that are haunting me, certain things I have not expressed to you, I have not talked to you about. There are many things that weigh me down below the surface of this water, which is the water of life. But I'm drowning in it now. And I want to break free, and I want to go above the surface of this water where you are. You are that sun, but I just can't reach it. Right now I feel that there's a lot of burdens, restrictions, constraints, problems that I've gone through, issues that I face, memories that haunt me, and they all prevent me from leaving the mindset that I'm in right now. I can't change, even though I try. You have the power of making me ill. You also have the power of making me well. You have that much power over me. And there is a part of me now that wants to open up to you. I realize that certain things have happened, and I have been quite secretive. At times you might have felt that I was emotionally detached. But now I want to open up to you. I want to talk about the things that are deep down inside, that I've been hiding, that I have not expressed. And I do feel that in this connection, I once could see the path. Once upon a time the path was clear, but no longer is it clear. It is very different now. It is clouded. There's so much fog that I cannot see. I cannot go forwards, backwards, left or right. And for this reason, I don't make a decision. I just stay the same. You might be wondering why I'm not making a move. Why hasn't anything changed? The answer is because I don't even know what decision to make. And I don't want to rush into anything, because if I do, I might just make a mistake. And if I make a mistake, I might just lose you forever. So I don't make a move. In my heart, I have surrendered to you. There's a sense of belonging where I have surrendered to you, and I belong to you, but you also belong to me. Anything you say at this point in time, I feel that you have that power over me, that if you say something, I would do it. And you do have power over me. You make me emotionally vulnerable and weak in the knees. You make me want to search for someone else. Why? Because with you, the temptation is just too deadly. That is how tempting you are. You don't even have to seduce. You're just that seductive. It would be easier if I was with someone else. But the problem is I can't get you off my mind either. That's how much power you have over me. You are someone I now see who is the perfect package. Spiritually, emotionally, and physically. You are someone who can fulfill all of my needs. And as time goes by, I see your worth. I now see your value. The world was once black and white, but now I see all in color. The world now sounds better, tastes better, smells better, feels better. All of my senses come to life. Just knowing that you're out there somewhere. And I want to be yours. But my past is haunting me. All right, Virgo. Interesting. It does seem here that this person wants to be with you to some degree. They want to approach you. But there are many, many things that are holding them down. This could be responsibilities, burdens. It could be emotional trauma that's holding them down. And when I say holding them down, I literally mean weighing them down. This is something that's weighing them down. So whatever's weighing someone down, it doesn't make them feel good about it, right? It's something probably that's negative that has happened in their life. And so it holds them down, it weighs them down. They can't go above. They can't be with you. They're stuck. This card usually indicates that the person is also suffering from depression. Now, we know that there are various levels and types of depression, but this person's definitely not a happy camper. They're not happy. This person's very sad. They're very depressed, and they feel stuck. They don't feel as if they can see any way out, and that's the reason why they want to open up to you. But even when they think about opening up, they're like super confused. Like people say these days, they're hella confused. They're very confused. They just don't know which way to go. This is a lack of clarity, a lack of transparency, because there's so many clouds around. There's a crossroads, but they're not able to see. So why take that step? Why go into the unknown abyss? Why would you do that? This person stays still because they want to make sure that one day when everything does clear up, they'll know, should they move forwards? Should they go this way? Should they go that way? Anybody who's logical would actually do that. So some of you might wonder, Virgo, why isn't this person reaching out to me? It's simply because they don't have the clarity or the understanding that they need when it comes to making a decision about this connection. So there's some missing pieces to the puzzle. That's what it comes down to. Do they think that you're absolutely amazing? Oh, goodness, yes. This is one of the most best cards you could have. For me, this is a spiritual, emotional, and physical card that it's like, I mean, I know many of us nowadays, we all work, all females are working, but this is the type of card where the masculine energy wants to be with the feminine energy in a home environment, like a homemaker or like a housewife, could be a house husband, but somebody who's very much homely, right? It's all about the home. So this person actually sees you as this, and that's a very promising kind of card when it comes to long-term committed relationships. That's what I've seen with this card. It's a very nice card to have. Some people don't have this card, and so it also means that the person, they're interested only in like a one-night stand. But when you have this card, they also see that you're somebody who's very promising. You're somebody that they can have a family with. They can take home to their parents, show you around to their friends, their family. And that's the type of connection this particular card is, because you fill all of the check marks that they have in their little list of what I want in a person. All right. Let's have a look here at the Lover's Path Tarot. Okay. So this is something that may have happened in this connection that caused the problem to go downhill in the first place. Some of you might be aware of this. Others of you may not have known. Maybe this person just ghosted you and you just didn't know what happened. Okay, let's have a look at the time. All right, I have enough time. 4 of coins and the 4 of arrows. So there's 2 4s here. All right. Somebody had told me how to pronounce this before. Being miserly with wealth. I call it miserly, but somebody said it's miserly. M-I-S-E-R-L-Y. With wealth. With talents. Conversely, being an overly generous spendthrift. Need to conserve and protect resources. So one of the main issues you guys had was with money, or this person had an issue with money. They may not have been good in terms of saving money. They could have been spending it. They could have just been an impulsive shopper. They could have been an impulsive spender who spends it on certain things. I'm getting the word. I hope not. I'm getting the 2 words, narcotics and drugs. I hope not that this person was in these types of environments where they needed to spend money in order to feel good. And whatever it is, this card talks to me right now is talking about financial hardships, materialistic hardships. Even if you were, once upon a time, financially very settled, there could be a possibility that things have changed now because of the way this person treated the finances. I know a lot of people, many of my clients, they pay the rent, they pay everything, like every single thing, and the person that they're with, they don't do anything, like nothing, literally nothing. That's not the way things are supposed to be. That's not love. To some degree, that's not love, because it's one-sided love. It's very rare that happens, but when it does, somebody will start to take advantage of you. I've had people that have taken people to court, my own friends, because they were in love with someone. Once they gave them $24,000, and then another person she had met, she gave him like, I don't know, 12 or 14 or something like that, 15 I think. And she apparently had to take both of them to court. But she lost the case because it was considered a gift, right? So you have to be very careful when you get into this kind of stuff. This is your money, this is your life savings, this is your earnings, this is your hard work, right? To some degree, it's okay to help. That's not bad, it's good karma. But then what happens is it becomes a habit. You enable the other person. So this might just be for maybe a few people out there. Just be careful when it comes to your finances and how you help and support your person of interest. Here we also have the Four of Arrows. The Four of Arrows. This talks about healing, introspection, and isolation. So what this person started to feel was that there is a need, and they needed a time to heal and rest. Peace after emotional disappointment. Detachment from everyday world to regain balance. Enforcing themselves into isolation and loneliness. Needing a more detached view of problems. So this person basically just wanted to become the hermit after they realized that their finances and the way they plan things, it's not working out for them. Either way, from your side or their side, there's something here to do with finances, there's something here to do with materialistic gain, or just spending too much money. And this individual started to realize that their behavior was unacceptable. And they realized that they needed to heal. Self-isolation, self-reflection, finding out, why do I do what I do? Obviously, this person is trying to fill in a void. There's something in their life that was missing, and on an emotional level, and they were not able to fix it. They were not able to fill in that void. And so for that reason, they go around what they say, beating around the bush, but they don't go right directly to the point. So this person might know what's truly bothering them. They do want to open up to you, but they might not want to approach it or deal with it. It might be too traumatic. Either way, it's important, Virgo, to give this person their space, to give them their time, because anything that you may rush, that might not work out for the best. If there's any kind of rush here, it's not really going to work out, and it's going to turn into something that is, they may just act for a while, but the true self will come out in the end, and that true self won't be a happy self. This person needs to heal. So there's definitely something going on here behind the scenes that they haven't talked to you about. And most of it is not really feeling worthy either. Sometimes they spend more money because they know they don't feel worthy. And they want to feel worthy, but that's the wrong way. It's not a healthy way for them. All right, we have here also the Beginner's Tarot deck. Oh, wow. Excellent. Justice, wanting to make things right. Yep, they were just taking and taking, weren't they? They were not really giving. Okay, interesting. I'm getting intuitively that some of you have actually put your foot down to this person. And you have just kind of had enough. Enough is enough. How much more am I going to be doing for this person? And that's good. You have to do that. Because that's the only way another person will learn the difference between what was there before and what's there without it. They can only see the difference. You can only see the light if you know what the dark is, right? Not bad. These cards are kind of dark, two of them. This one's like one of the worst cards to have, actually, the Nine of Swords, but that's not you, that's this person. We don't have to worry. That's the other person. We have here Justice. So this person does realize that they have done you wrong. There was a lack of balance in this connection, and there was a lot of imbalance. It was always that you were giving, and they were taking and taking. Now remember, Virgo, a rule for that, my own little saying, is that they're only going to take if you're going to give, right? So if you stop giving, they won't be able to take anymore. It's hard to do that, but sometimes you just have to cut cold turkey. Just leave it the way it is. Let this person fend for themselves. I know it's hard and it's heartless maybe even, but they have to learn somehow. If it's not you, somebody else will teach them a lesson. Seven of Cups here does talk about them having choices, having a lot of temptation for many other things, but also daydreaming about so many things that are on their mind. But what's interesting, right after that you have an amazing card, absolutely amazing card, a very true card, Eight of Wands. Even though, despite all of this distraction, all of the daydreaming that this person is doing, at the end of the day, their heart is with you. Yes, this is a very nice reading now because you also have the Ace of Cups and the Page of Cups. They're going to reach out to you, Virgo. These cards, I look at the actions, any intentions, any plans towards you. So I do see them definitely reaching out for you. They're going to be saying something. They're going to be texting or somehow reaching out to you directly or indirectly. But the only reason, remember, they're reaching out is because they actually feel, and now this is genuine, they're genuinely feeling a lot of regret, a lot of sorrow, a lot of sadness. They didn't feel this before as much, but things have changed, and they started to feel it. And now it's just like, how do I live with myself? This person has had sleepless nights. There's fear, there's paranoia, there's anxiety. Not being able to even think straight. Wondering, why did I do what I did? How could I have done this? How did I let this get this far? This person wakes up in the middle of the night. This is what this card indicates. It doesn't have to be that they actually wake up, but they have psychic disturbances. They also have maybe even psychic attacks because of what they've done. It's negative energy that's attaching themselves onto this person because of the types of feelings they have here. Also, the Nine of Swords talks about depression. Once again, talks about sadness, heartbroken, and the feeling of guilt and regret. What have I done? And that's, unfortunately, this card just talks about that mindset. It doesn't talk about moving beyond that mindset. But remember, there's a lot of healing going on. There's a lot of thought being put into this. So hopefully, as time goes by, this person will realize that they need to make a change. Here we also have the Page of Cups. Now, I'm just skipping right now the Ace of Cups, but I'm just going to talk about the Page of Cups first. This person is not approaching you like a king. They're approaching you as a page. And when they approach you like this, this is somebody who's very shy, who's very timid. They're not very bold. They're not going to be very loud. This is not a knight. This is a page. However, any effort is good effort. And this person is trying to put in the effort. They don't know how. They don't know what to say. And they're not very bold. They've lost their confidence. But eventually I do see that this person is absolutely going to reach out to you. You have 3 cards here that talk about action. The Page of Cups talks about love. 8 of Wands talks about passionate messages, but in a passionate kind of way. And then you have the amazing Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups here, there's an indication that somebody here is going to ask for forgiveness, and also there's going to be an exchange of love. An offering is going to be made. Someone's going to express their love to you. You will have the opportunity to express your love to them. These are really good cards. The only thing I can say is please take it slow. Don't take it too slow where there's no action being taken in the connection. But don't rush into things too much, and always have some healthy boundaries. Always keep those boundaries, because that creates and keeps and maintains respect. You have to have that level of respect, because then the person actually compares you to other people. That's very normal. Humans do that all the time. So it's pretty good, Virgo. Even though the 7 of Cups and the 9 of Swords seems kind of dark, the rest of these cards are amazing. You actually have 3 action cards here. So if it's not one, it's the other. If it's not that, it's the other. Definitely this person's going to somehow reach out to you. And when you get the chance, keep your distance just a little bit. Be sweet, be kind, but also keep those healthy boundaries up. You don't want this person walking all over you. All right, let's have a look at what the angels have to say about this one. All right, these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. Wow. Let go. So for now, they are saying let go of the person, the situation. You don't have to stop loving the person. But in the 3D, just stop communicating with them. Okay, within the next few weeks or months, it could be reconsider and then take action. Right now is not the right time. Meditation and prayer to the divine will bring you answers. Here we have perfect timing, followed by romance. And then we have forgiveness. All right. So we have here, let go. Now, the message here, I'm getting here that there's 2 messages. Those of you that wish to stay with this person, and those of you that wish to actually move on from this person, but still have a nice, kind of friendly relationship with this individual. You don't want to really leave on bad terms. So for those of you that want to stay in this connection, it's a little bit of a complicated kind of scenario. It is important for you to actually let go. And that's difficult to even think of. Why would you let go if you want this person? By letting go, you're going to let go of that energy that you're sending out to them. And once that energy is gone, it's kind of like an addiction, right? You take that thing away from them, that substance or whatever, that chocolate. You take that from me. I like chocolate. You start to miss it, right? You start to miss it. So you take certain energy away from this person that you're giving them, your time, energy, your effort. Eventually, there'll be a time when they start to miss you. And then they start to value you. And when an individual starts to value you, then they start to fear losing you, because now you actually have value. When you are constantly with them, in their face, living with them, and you're with them 24/7, you're texting them all the time, that's too much. That's too much of attention. People can't handle that much attention, especially these days. The mind has changed over the past 2 decades, the way the mind works. So the attention span has reduced as well. So it is very important to just give a little bit, like a dose, a little bit of a dose at a time, and not overwhelm this person. So it is important for you to let go, because this person will start to appreciate you once you are no longer in their life. Within the next few months or so, you will get a chance to reconsider a decision or an action that you were going to take, or a decision that you were going to make. Reconsider it, think about it twice, and then take action. So you were going to do something or say something, and they're saying think about it twice and then take action. So don't just get right into it. Think about it twice. We also have here, right now is not the right time to move forward in this connection. No, it's not. In the meantime, they're saying to pray to the divine and meditate. You can either do one or both. It's up to you. Again, not the right time. And then the third card there is perfect timing. So from here to here, I'm saying perfect timing. So the timing will be perfect. Things will change eventually, but it's going to take some time. And there's a realization in this connection that this is a spiritual connection. Yes. So this is a connection where it is either a soulmate connection. This could be a twin flame, a karmic partner, could be more. But those are the top three that I've seen that are very strong. Now we also have here forgiveness. The only way this connection will become, can actually flourish, is because is due to the fact that somebody's hurt somebody, and somebody really hurts, and somebody wants to say sorry, somebody wants to apologize. Remember, you had the Page of Cups, right? This person's coming back into your life. They're going to be asking for an apology, or rather, you need an apology, and they're going to be asking for forgiveness. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. So they're going to be asking for forgiveness. And now, of course, this is completely up to you if you want to grant that. If you want to forgive them, that's fine. If you don't, that's totally up to you. But it's always good to forgive somebody, because like I've mentioned before, there's this negative energy bubble of this grudge that orbits around us like negative energy. And it's always there. Every time we see that person, we think of that feeling. But once you're able to let go of that, and how do you do that? You forgive by having compassion. Having compassion meaning this person just didn't know any better, and you feel sorry for them. That's the easiest way to do it. They really didn't know any better. If they did, they would have done something differently. They would have been more clever about it. They wouldn't have said the things that they did. Nobody actually wants to be mean. Some people are mean because they also have a lot of negative energies, and a lot of negative things have happened in their life. They are a product of their environment. Here, forgiveness is key. If you want this connection to work, then yes, it'll work, but only after there's forgiveness. Now, another thing here, even if you forgive and this person comes back, like I said earlier, take it slow with this person. Don't rush into anything. Keep up those healthy boundaries. Now, for those of you that are really kind of tired of this connection and you don't see it really going anywhere, and you feel this person just drains you, we have here, again, let go of the person itself in the 3D. Don't communicate with this person. Don't write to them. Don't text them. Nothing. It does talk about within the next few weeks or months, once again here, you will be able to reconsider something that has happened or that is going to happen. And eventually you will be able to take that action. Right now, however, is not the right time. There will be perfect timing. Meditation and prayer to the divine will bring in and manifest positivity in your life. And for some of you, you are going to meet somebody different, somebody new. A new romance in due time will come to you. That romance as well will be someone who is a twin flame, soulmate, or karmic partner. At the end of the day, all of this can still happen. Even somebody new coming in your life, as long as you are able to forgive this person, because then you will be able to close that chapter and finally move on. Many of you feel as if there's a lack of closure. Sometimes there's a lack of closure because somebody has left the door open. They've left the door ajar. Why is that? Why wouldn't somebody shut the door when they leave? They didn't shut the door because they thought one day they might turn around and come back. And it'll be easy for them to open the door because they never closed it in the first place. This is your life. You can always go there and shut that door. You don't have to wait for that person to shut it. It hurts when there's a lack of closure. There's a lot of confusion. But sometimes it's better for you to have the upper hand. They left. They didn't close the door behind them. You can leave it open as well, or you can finally go and grab that knob, that knob or that hinge or whatever it's called, and close the door. Because if you don't, there's always going to be that thought that what if they come back, or what if this had happened, what if I did this, what is it called, that woulda, coulda, shoulda. I'm so old. Okay. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. What if I had, or what if I did, what if I could. Anyway, that's what I kind of meant to say. So you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like, the reason why people don't have a closure is because they want to come back into your life, which is really nasty. Because then that means that they are getting their way. They shut the door, metaphorically speaking, on you. They left. No closure, right? They left. But then they come back. And who's the one that's waiting? You are. Meanwhile, this person went around town doing whatever they wanted, had fun, saw the grass was not greener on the other side, and then they come back. But that's not fair to you. This entire time you're just sitting at that door and waiting. Like, is this person coming back? What happened? I don't know what happened. But should I close the door? It is probably time for some of you to close that door. And I know it's hard. But if that's what this person wanted, and if that's their attitude, I'm sorry, you should also give them a taste of their own medicine. There's nothing wrong in that. As long as you have given them your love, karmically you know that you've done your best. And unfortunately, when people act like this, they get a lot of bad karma too. The other person, not good. I know I went a little on and on, but I was seeing the image of a door slightly open. And it just, yeah, it seems like many of you have not had closure. And it really bothers you because you don't know whether you should move on, or whether you should wait, or whether you should stay. Like, what should you do when you have a lack of closure? Because you're wondering, well, this person didn't say goodbye. When that's the case, give it some time, heal, and it's time for you to take, I'm just going to call it a doorknob. It's time for you to take that doorknob and close the door. At least where I live, we have doorknobs. All right. Or a door handle. Yes, there you go. All right, Virgo. That is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity, some guidance in your situation. Do let me know what is going on. Some of you may have resonated with this. I do check the comments as much as I can. Thank you for that as well. And I wanted to tell you guys that I'm still doing personal love readings, which are my written report readings. And this is a personalized reading. I do look into your situation. I tell you what your person of interest is feeling. And based on all of those cards, you'd be able to make your decision. And yeah, do have a look at the description first before you make an order. That is on my website, www.asnointia.com. All right, Virgo, you all take care. Stay safe. I'll see you guys again. Bye now.